that was a nice little video, once again, about the wind. You know, he is so lucky, man. He said there, you know, he lives with passion and a smile. I do that as well. But then he also said that, you know, he gets upset when he loses and he's excited when he wins. I got to tell you, man, the only way I can feel anything playing StarCraft anymore is when I lose. I'm like,
you've emotionally damaged yourself. All you can feel anymore is if you lose StarCraft games.
That's it, man. I'm like one of those gamblers. It's like winning's okay, but I only feel alive when everything's taken from me.
Oh, Artosis, that's so sad, but it's true. I know you. We're going on to our second series. We only casted for like an hour thus far.
Not even.
And we're already halfway through today's games. I assume this one is going to be a little bit longer here.
I think this could be. Zerg. I think it would be very long, in fact. NesTea probably wants to draw some of the games out and end some of them quickly.
Well, here's, the two play styles. NesTea is very orthodox. Very clean, precise, safe. Okay?
AnyPro
is
build-based, I want to say.
Timing-based, yeah.
He's
like, I kill him or cripple him at least at exactly
this time.
The 12-minute marker.
Yeah, something like that.
He is not interested in ordinary
That's a great
games.
way to play Protoss, to be honest.
Yeah,
his 7 Warp Gate 1-1 Robo build.
Yeah,
thing is sick, man.
Yeah,
great.
It's really good.
On that.
So this is going to be really interesting to see, what kind of strategies are employed. Because there's so many. It's not like when we say NesTea plays it safe. That's something easy to wrap your head around. There's a million different things any pro can do as far as timing-based builds that can disarm his opponent. However, I feel like out of all the players that don't lose to timing-based builds, it's NesTea's number one.
And he's going to see some of the best builds that any pro has from his previous series.
Yeah.
And the thing is, NesTea, he is the most thinking Zerg that there is on the entire planet.
Yeah, no,
he thinks more than any other Zerg. Like July Zerg, he's like a shark, okay? He smells blood in the water, and he goes and kills you.
Yeah.
Okay, he smells the weakness, and he goes in for it. It's almost primal with July Zerg, okay?
Yeah,
Not a whole lot of thoughts going on. Just this is how you do it, I know.
It is like a shark attack, actually.
Whereas
in fact,
NesTea,
it's like Jaws.
When NesTea knew that he was playing AnyPro, he went over to his library and pulled out the book and started reading about it. He's planning it out.
No, you know what happened? He pulled out the book, and that opened up his secret bat cave. And then he went into his bat cave and pulled the book out of the real bookshelf. Yeah, he's a thinking man, all right.
He is indeed. By the way, the winner of this plays SC Foyu. They messed up the brackets, or we messed up the brackets.
We messed up the brackets. With the way we saw it, I actually misread it. I'm so sorry for making all these predictions. I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Tasis dropped the ball. He made a mistake. He's human. Actually, I'm a Protoss. But, so sorry about that, guys. So it'll actually be Inca against Nada and SC against the winner of this series. So my apologies.
Means an OGS is going to finals once again, man.
No matter what.
They've been pretty darn good.
They have a pretty elite team.
They do. They do.
Now, I don't know exactly what to expect build order-wise from any pro on this one-on-one map because he could do an all-in timing rush. He could do fast expand to a later time rush. I don't know. But NesTea, I would probably bet he might go pull first on this map. Maybe hatch first. It's like the only two options Zerg has. I'm like, one of those two,
I think he'll go gas first.
Then he really mixes it up. He takes his second extractor. We're just pulling our hair out like, what's he doing?
He makes an evolution chamber first. We're like, no. What?
All right, so here's AnyPro. This guy is taller than us.
He's actually so tall.
I think he's 6'3".
And he's like almost Macca Prime skinny. Not quite, but almost.
No, he'd have to fit in a very long post or two, unlike Macca Prime. Now,
it might have to be like a flagpole too.
Yeah, it might have to be one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taller.
But everyone on Prime can fit into some sort of tube.
That's right. They travel. They put him in tubes, put him in the Prime van, and
we
bring him
mail
down
him to events, man.
The shipping and handling, however, for that is pretty high.
Well, not for Macca. He's light. He's a feather, man.
Yeah, that's true. AnyPro.
They actually don't even ship him. They just throw him into the air.
I try,
they have a pigeon carry him.
We're both like 6'1". This guy's actually 6'3". Pretty crazy. And it just occurred to me, if you are not American, you don't know those measurements. And I'm American, so I'm not educated enough to know, another system of measuring stuff. So I'm sorry about that. But the point is, we like to use a
system that makes no
We like to use
sense.
the very inefficient American system.
It's actually terrible. It's a
so
terrible
bad.
system. The fact that it hasn't been switched is terrible.
Yeah, no kidding.
When I
crazy
run
stuff
for
in-
president, you better all
in
vote
yards
for me, 'cause I'm
and
gonna
stuff
change
like
that.
yeah. All right, head to head on the map, dual site. This is a
I
map.
haven't seen a lot of PVZs here.
No, I feel like we've hardly seen any at all.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
We're gonna learn a lot from seeing these two play and seeing how they react. I'm especially interested in seeing the exact build order NesTea does and how he feels is the safest way to approach this. We'll see. Looks like both players are spamming to start the game, so when the Korean players are ready.
NesTea is spanning 9G, G9, 9G because it like looks the same when you type it.
I know.
And he's like, I'm like, NesTea, how do you get your G's at different levels? Oh my God! That's so funny because like when
People
I was
do that.
15, I thought that was so cool. And here's NesTea. He's like he's been
30,
doing this
like-
for 13 years. He still thinks it's the neatest thing ever.
It's like when people get 0 and 0 and they spam that out.
Yeah.
0 0 0 0 0 enter. They just keep doing it. 0 0 0 0 0
How are those different sizes?
He's got little bubbles. How does he do that? All right, the countdown started. It's game time. Our second best of 5 today. One of these fine gentlemen is going to go on to the semifinals. Who is it going to be, NesTea or anypro?
The battle of the glasses.
Let's. The battle of bad eyesight here at the GSL. Over here. In the bottom, the left side of the map, we have none other than
I am NesTea.
Not as good as your last one. I'm
No,
gonna give that a
it's-
7. I just spilt coffee out of my mouth onto my arm.
He did do that. Let's kill them all. The NesTea looks at him, he's like, leave it to me.
Oh, that's an anagram or something? No, it's not. There's L's in there. I'm like, you tricked me. You made me
Over
look
here in the
dumb.
upper right, we have our timing build-based player. He may try to deviate from that, we'll see.
anypro 프라임 V.
She wins in that intro
7.5.
battle. No, that's a 10. Don't you talk about her that way.
You're so biased, Tasteless.
I am. I'm totally corrupt. Oh my God.
Why, you little? Actually, NesTea, you were talking about how tall anypro is. NesTea is just as tall, if not taller.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
tall, man.
Yeah, he is a tall guy. By the way, thank you, LG Intel and G-Skill, for making this event possible.
anypro looking like he is going to go for a Forge expansion.
We have
he
a-
loves his Forge expansions, Taste. So does he.
He does. He's got this pro patrolling here to force NesTea to go for spawning pool and extractor first.
And I would not be surprised if we do see anypro's exact 7-gate timing build on this map. The 1-1, get a robo in there somehow, like 48 probes. It's actually like the sickest build in the world, man. I win so many games I shouldn't with that build on the ladder. Speaking of the ladder, Tasteless, you ever
What?
use that build on the ladder?
Oh, dude. When I'm on the ladder, you know what it's like?
What?
I'm the Roadrunner. And you know what my opponent is?
See the Wile E. Coyote?
He's Wile E. Coyote, man. He's got his Acme box. He's got his giant magnet, his spring shoes. He's got his wacky strats. But guess what, Artosis? I'm just too fast. It does not matter.
Wow.
My APM is too high. You will never catch up to me. I run away with the ladder points.
Thief.
Now, looks like he's really eager to get this cannon up here.
I am interested. I think NesTea could possibly be thinking about all inning. No, he is still mining a little bit of gas with one drone. Some Zergs do like to do this. Hydra, for instance, sometimes used to do this, keeping one drone on gas.
I was speaking of Hydra. I was on State of the Game with him
Yeah.
yesterday.
How was that? I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. First time being on State of the Game.
Wow. I've been on there like 6 times.
I know.
7 times.
But yeah, I would encourage you guys to check that out.
Oh, absolutely.
I think JP does a great job hosting that.
Yeah. Trumpelstiltskin is the sickest ever.
All right, looks like he's taking drones off gas and getting a layer. So he wants to tech up pretty quickly here.
We have 2 cannons for anypro, so he's playing it safe.
Oh, denied.
Kills the probe. Now, there's already a layer building for NesTea, as you've said.
This is very early.
Yeah, he's not mining gas during this layer building, which is super interesting to me. It's more interesting to me, Tasteless, than a book of interesting facts. And those are so interesting to me. I love interesting facts.
Have you ever had OMG Facts on Twitter?
Yeah. I actually should be following them. I don't know why I don't.
Yeah, you should be. They have this special way. The way they tweet, it's like there's always at least 3 words in caps lock.
Oh, no, I don't want to
Did you
follow
know
now.
that there are
people who are, oh my God, 3 drones.
All right, never mind. Nobody cares about OMG Facts. This is important. What's happening? What is he doing? Try to predict it because I actually do not know what he's doing. What?
Guys, we're just going to have to learn together.
All right. Would it be funny?
Oh my God! Oh my God,
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
This has a trillion IQ. This is why he raced to layer. This is why he wasn't mining gas.
Oh, this is so
sick. Woo! This is insane. He's so smart.
I've never seen this before in my entire life.
NesTea officially has 1,000 IQ. I thought no one ever beat the 900 IQ that Media Terrans have. He has 1,000 IQ points.
This is insane, and I can guarantee you, any pro's never seen this. I've never seen this.
In fact, he's building more photon cannons. Guess what? Your Nexus is going down. Your Gateway's going down. How are you going to win this? He is making right now as quickly as he possibly can to Stargate.
Yeah, NesTea probably going to void right out here.
Everyone is actually going wild and cheering. NesTea for president.
Oh man, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's actually the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've seen cool stuff.
Unbelievable. I've been to coolhunter.com, sorry. But this isn't on there yet.
I've seen Tastes wearing a cowboy hat, all right? I've seen the coolest stuff that there is to see.
I don't know if that's actually cool, Artos. And you have never seen me wear a cowboy hat.
I have seen it.
I'm way too cool for that one.
And those 3 spines, Tastes is going to take that Nexus down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But a Void Ray will come out and clean that up. That's fine. NesTea don't care. Because right now NesTea is taking a 3rd base, getting his gases, making queens, making probes.
He will probably get the gateway as well. Yeah, he absolutely will.
He's going to get anything he wants because he's NesTea, the god of Zerg.
That, you know what's so funny? This is so uncharacteristic of him. Oh, what he's doing? He's like, here, kill this too.
Oh my God, man. That was just so brilliant. This is Zergs. This may be some new thing to stop. I'm trying to think right now as a Protoss player, what is the counter to this?
I would,
I love that he's trying to run away.
I know, it's like the most pathetic thing ever.
Hydraless Den just finished. 5 Hydras being produced.
And you could see he's timed out the Hydra Den, so right when the Void Ray would get there,
yeah.
Let me give you guys, just gunned him down.
I got to give you guys stats right now. 72 supply NesTea, 48 for this guy who's playing whatever his name is. We have 49 drones against 38 probes. Absolutely. NesTea, like, inventing ways to destroy nerds.
You know what's funny is I've never seen that. I've never thought of that.
No, of course. He's the first one.
Yeah.
He's a genius, man. You know, I always said if a meteor was coming towards Earth, all you do is give Nada some, oven gloves, some cooking
oven mittens, so he wouldn't burn his hands.
Yeah, so you could stop it. But nowadays, I think, you know what? You just give NesTea an abacus and a pencil, man, and he'll figure something out. He's like, all right, if we all breathe out facing east at the same time, the Earth will spin just a little bit quicker and we'll be fine. You figured it out with an abacus, man. You figured out with an abacus? No, Tasteless, not quite.
No, man.
You're pretty amazing. I don't know if you're that amazing. Look at this. Now they're going to come kill the Nexus. They're like, it's our turn to kill a Nexus. The Void Ray isn't going to help much this time, is it? No. This is insane. I actually am in shock. I'm like actually so smitten with NesTea right now. Traps that Hydra.
But he could just keep sending Hydras up
here.
Yeah,
man. I'm sure he will. He's making more Hydras, getting his plus attack. He's getting Aspire right now. Aspire, Tasteless. I aspire to be as cool as
Dude,
he is.
I was about to say that. You're so funny. Well, I mean, Artosis is right. The Nexus should, by all means, go down. There's enough Zerglings and Hydras here that even if he tries to engage, as you see here, the result is a loss. And I think if he loses the second Nexus, I would assume any pro will GG.
Yeah, he is coming out with as much as he can, but NesTea has too many Hydras. Hydras are terrible. Stop QQing. Kid's killing his second Nexus with him.
All right. This is a bad start
this
for
is like
any
amazing,
pro.
man. Bad start. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Or an amazing start from NesTea if you were an optimist like me, Tastes.
I'm not. I'm dark. I'm emo.
Oh,
I
poor
bleed.
dad.
No,
Well, right now, 57 supply to 127. NesTea taking his 4th base against the 1 base of anypro. I'm saying it's looking pretty grim for anypro at this point.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal. If there are children in the room, I would suggest you have them leave. I don't think any child should be subjected to seeing
What if there is a
somebody
player, though?
suffer like this.
Children are still hopeful cases.
All right, and here comes the GG.
GG. Kills him with Hydra.
That was so
amazing. Unfathomably awesome strategy. NesTea, he's like, oh, he likes to forge expand, huh? I guess I'll just have to like redefine the matchup. I'll have to figure something out in the next 3 days.
I guess what I'm going to have to do is break Protoss versus Zerg.
Yeah.
And just completely, and anypro's just like, oh my god.
You know what
He's
happened?
got to clean his glasses here. That is a stressful moment.
July Zerg went on Battle.net after losing to AnyPro, and he messaged us. He's like, oh god, man, those Protosses. And he's like, oh, what about him? July Zerg was like, well, they're just too good, man. Protoss versus Zerg is just, it's too hard. And so NesTea's like, oh, let me get right on that. He like pulled out his abacus. It's like this big. He's got like a lot of beads
going
on
like
it.
that, yeah.
Going like this. He's like, put some back. That's what he did, man. He took out his sextant, brought it outside, looked at the stars. He's like looking at it, charting his course.
Yes. That's
what
exactly
happened.
What he's doing.
And now the matchup's different.
Yeah. You just totally figured
I'm going home to a place where I can't go Nexus that quickly.
Wow.
On a map like that.
Well, you know what's so funny about it is like, I can't believe somebody had not thought of that. You know what I mean?
It's pretty awesome.
I mean, because it makes perfect sense, but like,
well, that's the thing about.
And here's the thing about
Tasteless.
what we just saw there. That changes the entire way the matchup works from here on out, starting right now. I mean, because this is the most popular
on
show.
certain
The show
maps.
gets a lot of hits. Everybody watches this, plays at least some StarCraft, and I mean,
there's going to be interesting variations too, because some of these maps where you actually make your wall in front of the Nexus, on the smaller chokes, like Shakuras, for instance, right? Well, maybe not Shakuras, maybe like Tal'Darim we could look at, right? Maybe you can do this on there, and then have like all these units that can just kind of run by.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to force your opponent into making 1,000 cannons? 1,000? There's not even room for 1,000 cannons. How are you going to make 1,000 cannons?
You are being so funny right now. I have like tears in my eyes. Well, as you can see, NesTea kind of breaking out of his shell of normal. I think that was something I would have expected to see from Fruit Dealer. Some kind of crazy strat like that. But instead, NesTea's like, no, I'm good at everything. Well, this doesn't mean
He's got
anything
to change his ID to Powerade in a minute here, man. The way he just powered through that. Now he's drinking a Powerade. I don't even know what's up and down anymore, Tasteless. I feel like I'm floating through space right now, Tasteless. Are we on the space station or are we at the Dom studio? I don't even know.
We're at Metalopolis.
Oh, my God.
Our second map. And
the building tops of Seoul will be their battleground.
Yeah, I want to know what building they're actually fighting on in Metalopolis, because that is a big building, all right, in the future. All right, head-to-head. We have NesTea against anypro. NesTea doing one of the greatest strategic moments we've seen in GSL history. I don't